True growth begins when we embrace our own value. Always remember that your potential is limitless. You are worthy of investment.
You know the feeling. You feel like you are not enough. You feel like you do not measure up. You feel like everyone else has it figured out and you are just pretending. You compare yourself to others and come up short. You feel like you do not deserve good things. You feel like you are not worthy. I have been there. I know the feeling. I know the struggle. And I am telling you, you can change it. You can improve your self-worth. Not because you become someone else, because you finally see who you already are. Let me tell you something I have learned the hard way. Self-worth is not about what you achieve. It is not about what you have. It is not about what other people think of you. It is about knowing that you are valuable simply because you exist. It is about knowing that you are enough, not because you have done something impressive, because you are human. I used to think my worth depended on my achievements. I used to think I had to prove myself. I used to think I had to earn my value. I was wrong. Worth is not earned. Worth is inherent. You are valuable because you are you, not because of what you do, because of who you are. Here is the first thing you need to understand. Your self-worth is not determined by your mistakes. It is not determined by your failures. It is not determined by what other people say about you. Your worth is constant. It does not go up and down based on your performance. It is always there. You just have to see it. I used to let my mistakes define me. I used to let my failures make me feel worthless. I used to let other people's opinions determine my value. I was wrong. My worth was not in my successes or failures. My worth was in me, and it is the same for you. I want you to think about something. Think about the people you love. Do you love them because of what they achieve? Do you love them because of what they have? Do you love them because they are perfect? No. You love them because they are them. You love them because they exist. You love them unconditionally. Now think about yourself. Why do you not love yourself the same way? Why do you put conditions on your own worth? Why do you think you have to earn your value? You do not. You are valuable. You are worthy. You are enough, just as you are. Here is something that has helped me. I started to notice my self-talk. I started to notice the things I said to myself. I noticed how often I was critical. I noticed how often I was judgmental. I noticed how often I was unkind. And I started to change it. I started to talk to myself like I would talk to someone I loved. I started to encourage myself. I started to support myself. I started to believe in myself. And over time, my self-worth started to grow. The self-talk is the foundation. Change the self-talk, change the self-worth. I used to have a voice in my head that told me I was not good enough. I used to believe it. I used to let it control me. And then I realized that the voice was not telling the truth. The voice was just a habit of negative thinking, a habit of self-doubt. And habits can be broken. I started to question the voice. I started to ask, is this true? Is this helpful? Is this serving me? And most of the time, the answer was no. The voice was not true. The voice was not helpful. The voice was not serving me. And I started to let it go. I want you to try something. The next time you hear that voice, ask yourself, would I say this to someone I love? If the answer is no, stop saying it to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Be compassionate with yourself. You deserve the same kindness you give to others. I used to be so hard on myself. I used to say things to myself that I would never say to anyone else, and I wondered why I felt so bad. When I started treating myself like a friend, everything changed. I started to feel better. I started to believe in myself. I started to see my worth.
Let me tell you about something I have learned about comparison. Comparison is the thief of joy. It is the thief of self-worth. Every time you compare yourself to others, you are telling yourself that you are not enough. You are telling yourself that you do not measure up. And it is a lie. You are not supposed to be like anyone else. You are supposed to be you. I used to compare myself to everyone. I used to look at other people and feel like I was falling short. I used to measure my worth by how I stacked up against others. And I always came up short. Because there is always someone who has more. There is always someone who seems better. The comparison is a trap. Here is something that has helped me. I started to focus on being the best version of myself, not the best version of someone else. I started to focus on my own growth. I started to focus on my own progress. I started to focus on my own journey. When you focus on your own growth, you stop comparing. When you focus on your own progress, you stop measuring yourself against others. When you focus on your own journey, you start to see your own worth. The comparison is the enemy. The focus on yourself is the cure. Think about the life you could live if you knew your worth. The decisions you could make, the relationships you could have, the dreams you could pursue. That life is not far away. It is one belief away. It is one choice away. It is one decision away. You can start living that life today, not because you are perfect, because you are enough. Not because you have it all figured out, because you are worthy. Not because you have achieved everything, because you are valuable just as you are. You are enough. You have always been enough, and it is time to believe it. The voice that says you are not enough is not telling the truth. It is not trying to help you. It is trying to keep you small. It is trying to keep you stuck. It is trying to keep you from being who you are meant to be. And who you are meant to be is someone who knows their worth. You can be that person. You are that person. You just have to decide to be. You just have to act like it. You just have to start. Improve your self-worth, not because you are not good enough, because you are, and it is time to see it. Improve your self-worth, not because you need to prove anything, because you deserve to know your value. Not because you are perfect, because you are enough. Not because you have it all figured out, because you are worthy. You are enough. You have always been enough, and it is time to believe it. You are enough. Believe it, live it.